Okay, so the next is on the same conditional probability. So we are going to see Bayes theorem. So probability, the Bayes theorem is, so probability of A given B is equals to probability of B given A times probability of A over probability of B. Right? This is the formula. So that means the event of conditional probability. So that means the events here, the B is already happened. Okay. Under that circumstances, what is the probability that A can happen? Okay. So this sometimes what will happen, you might have the information of A happened already, and under the under which circumstances, what is the probability of B given A will be given the problem, right? So you have to read the problem, so and understand that what is given and what is being asked. Okay, so they might given B given A, the information will be given in the problem, but you might asked to calculate probability of A given B. Okay, so in that situation, the Bayes theorem is more suitable one. Okay, so this more suitable one because it always talks about the event which happened prior. So that is why, you know, whenever you go to a hospital and you got admitted, and after when at the time of the discharge, the doctor will give you the history of the patient, because when he got admitted and what other treatments have been given, whether any surgery is conducted, and at the time of discharge, what is the patient's position and when he has to come for the next visit. So all the prior information, so the event which is happening before, right, they are called the prior information, the prior knowledge, the prior knowledge about the patient, which is so vital for the future treatments. So that is why the history of the patient is always important. That discharge charge sheet, they call it. So in each hospital, they will give that information. So that is also useful when you go and refer to some other doctor, okay, in the future. So that's why the Bayes theorem is always important, because it always talks about the event which happens prior, right, prior to that. Yeah. So now I'm going to give an example, right? So to solve this, the probability tree is very useful tool. All right. So I'm going to solve a problem now for the Bayes theorem, so you will understand how to deal with this kind of problem. So I'm going to read a problem here. The probability that a woman 50 to 60 years old has breast cancer is 0.9%. If a woman has breast cancer, the probability is 92% that she will have a positive mammogram. If a woman does not have breast cancer, the probability is 8% that she will still have a positive mammogram. Imagine a woman who has a positive mammogram. What is the probability that she actually has breast cancer? You understand the question? I think you can read the question one more time. All right. And for this scenario, I'm going to draw a beautiful probability tree diagram, right, so that you all can easily understand. So here I'm going to. So here two events. One is D. Two events here. That is, one is a woman diagnosed with breast cancer. So I'm going to see BC is breast cancer. Okay. And PM is the positive mammogram. Okay. So what is the fever? So here you have two scenarios, right? Probability that a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer. So that is 0.9%. So when you convert into probability is 0.0099%. And the complement of that is 1 minus of this, right? Not having a breast cancer. So 1 minus of that, so that is will be 0.991. So now you have another 2 more possibilities here. So here a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer. That has already happened. The doctor diagnosed and she has a breast cancer. Okay, and under that circumstances, what is the probability that she has a positive mammogram? Okay, so that probability is given what? Is 0.92%, 0.92. So a woman with breast cancer and a complement of that, not having, right, not having or negative mammogram, that is 1 minus of this, so that's 0.08. Right? Now here a woman went for checkup and the doctor checks and she does not have any breast cancer, so she does not have breast cancer, but still she can have the positive mammogram, so that is 0.8%, so 0.08. A woman does not have breast cancer and no positive mammogram, negative mammogram. Okay, so that is 0.9. You understand how the branch works? So the first thing is that the lady is going for checkup and the doctor is diagnosed that she has a breast cancer. For that the probability is 0.009. And not having a breast cancer is 1 minus of this, so you will get 0.991. So here this is the conditional event here, the conditional event. So the first stage is over. So now the conditional event. What is the condition? Here a woman is diagnosed. This has already happened. Diagnosed with breast cancer, right? And she has a breast cancer. Under that circumstances, what is the probability that she has a positive mammogram? That is 92%, so 0.92. A woman has a breast cancer and does not have the positive mammogram is 1 minus of this is 0.08. Now the second branch here, right? So here the doctor diagnosed she does not have breast cancer, so that has been already happened. So she does not have breast cancer. Under that circumstances, what is the probability that she has a positive mammogram is 0.08. The woman does not have breast cancer and negative mammogram, or does not have positive mammogram. There is 1 minus of this 0.9. Right, clear? So now the question is, what is the probability that she actually has breast cancer? So you need to calculate probability that a woman who comes for a clinic and comes for a checkup, and what is the probability she has a breast cancer.